may I introduce Hereupon Ricky!
Watch out!
Get off me! To you!
Right in the... Take this, furball! That's not good.
Hereupon! Hereupon! Fight back!
Hereupon, chomp chomp. Hereupon, go forth. Hereupon, get out.
Hereupon, make no one proud!
Silence!
I introduce to you this year's legendary Hereupon, Ricky!
New hum-hum friends, meet this year's legendary Hereupon Ricky. Ricky live to serve.
A hero pond, you say? Not sure where you'll come in handy, but the more the merrier. Sure. Are these Telethia as strong as they sound?
Yes, they're quick as lightning and can read your mind.
Mind-reading giant bird? No problem.
I can see their movement through the Monada, but even that's not enough to get the better of them.
And we're going up against the daddy version. No one blink for a second.
Okay.
Eyes wide open.
And don't forget that Melia is our only chance of making it to Erith Sea. If anything happens to our guide, it's on our heads. The Telethia is our target, but don't forget about the person standing next to you.
Dunban's right. I am in your debt. My weaknesses are all too apparent.
No worries, Melia.
Ricky has been informed of the Dino Beast, what you refer to as the Telethia. Be safe, my hum-hum friends.
Ricky's friends, listen to Ricky. Dino Beast is big and scary. Friends, get ready. Friends, help Ricky get ready.
You want us to get equipment for you?
Ricky's friend, right? Hum clever. Friends meet Ricky when ready. Then, friends and Ricky leave together.
Big attitude for a furry footrest.
Dino Beast is big and scary.
Great. That'll come in handy.
Is it just me, or did we suddenly become Nopon mercenaries?
ready to go! Come, new friends, Ricky's adventure begins!
Ricky, you do know where the Telethia is, don't you?
Of course Ricky know. Melly, Ricky hear you hurt Dino Beast.
I did, but only a little.
When Dino Beast hurt, Ricky know it go to place with ether crystals. Friends and Ricky go to place with crystals. Then we find Dino Beast. Chief, tell Ricky. Chief always right.
So you do know a thing or two about this monster. Guess we'll be searching for some ether crystals then.
Ricky, why are you the hero pawn?
Why? Because Chief Dunga
He chose you. So you weren't chosen from birth?
friend wrong. Chief choose by instinct.
By instinct?
Why friend surprised? Chief have sharp instinct. Chief be village seer.
So that's how you became the hero pawn. Can't argue with that.
But he is kind of compact for a warrior hero.
Oh, Ricky owe lots of monies to village. If Ricky defeat Dino Beast, village promise to forget my debts. So Ricky like being hero pawn. What is this? Ricky never see before. This not Ricky's Machna. Ricky never see before.
To think it has caused this much damage. What do you mean?
Are you telling me the Telethia did this?
Telethia absorb and drain the surrounding area of all its ether.
That's it. The Telethia is sucking up all the ether, which is causing the natural environment to change.
Shulk, the Telethia can read your mind. Expect it to know what you will do before you do it.
I know. I'll aim for its antenna and stop its ability to read my thoughts. With the Monado at our side, it doesn't stand a chance.
It's much more powerful than its offspring. Do not expect it to fall so easily.
I won't. But we have to trust in the Monado.
Shulk has only met Telethia once, and they were merely the spawn. So why is he so sure of himself? Is it confidence, or a trust in something? Yes, it is trust. He trusts in the power of that sword. What did he say it was called? The Monado. I see.
Stick together, everyone!
Dino Beast, it is Ricky imagined.
The Telethia. I take this chance to bring vengeance to my brethren and fulfill my duty. Shulk, I will trap it and cease its movement. Strike when the time is right!
Melia!
Be still!
Oh yeah! She's nifty with that start!
I knew it. She can control ether energy without using catalysts or rifle shells.
I've heard that such people exist. But I never thought she would be one.
Shulk, Ryan, Shala, protect Melia at all costs.
On it!
Right.
Right. Time to get rid of this once and for all. Previous viewers may recognise this as the fight that killed both our team and the LP last time round. Now there's a few things I'm doing differently this time, the first being I am level appropriate. You can run around in this game and do all of it at a much lower level, but they're kind of specialist runs, whereas I'm trying to play normally like a sane person. I've gone in with the 3 guys, mostly because of how quickly their chain gauge builds up together. That could be very, very useful in this fight and save your butt quite a lot. Ricky and Melia are both awesome characters and actually incredibly powerful in their own rights. But for this fight, for now, I am going with what we know. And just going to spoil the ending. This goes quite well. I actually do a bit of this fight too well, and that makes it go on a bit longer than it should do. Fighting this thing, it has a number of abilities. This is probably what I'd consider to be the first proper boss fight in the game, because when we fought most of the other ones, with the exception of all the Mechon where it's like, oh, you still can't hurt them, they've pretty much just been like bigger versions of normal monsters and not really had many extra abilities and so on. But this Telethia actually has a few things you need to look out for that are unique about it. Now, first of all, there's the thing we've seen that all Telethia have, as Alvis showed us earlier when we fought the baby Telethia, and that's the aura, Soul Reed, it's called. Soul Reed has the in-battle effect of giving it a 95% evade chance. So even when it's up, we could hit it quite rarely, but it's really not enough to build up our talent gauge to use Purge, the skill we learnt in the last Telethia fight. It has another aura as well that kicks in later on in the fight that actually kind of confused me when I was fighting it, because I hadn't ever noticed it before. I thought I'd missed something, and it actually has another aura that allows it to regenerate 2% health per second. Something like that. It might be per 4 seconds. Whatever it is, there is a point in the fight where you can stand there and very quickly you realise it has full health again. There it is, the super aura.
Your stinking future. Ha! Ha! Come on. It's right time. Electric Gutbuster.
What the?
Dino Beast grown back thing!
You've got to be kidding me.
It's no good! My ether shots are having no effect!
Its regenerative power is too much!
It is all right, Shulk. Destroying the Telethia is beyond us. We should cut our losses and mourn those who perished.
Never, Melia. The men you lost, I can tell they were dear to you. I know only too well that desire for revenge, and the crushing pain of losing those close to you. I can't stand by and let another person experience what I have. This monster is going down. I'll trap him with the Monado. Then the rest of you hit the Telethia with everything you have.
Thank you.
Ready?
The Telethia can read our thoughts. Well, the Monado has some tricks too.
And now we go back in. I know I mentioned Super Aura, the regen aura it has just before the cutscene kicked in. That's not why it's got full health at the moment. That happens after the cutscene regardless, so having the aura up in the previous bit didn't actually affect anything. I've gone straight back in with a full talent gauge, and this is quite important on this one, that you build up the talent gauge as your priority and keep using it. Another skill that this Telethia has is the ability to drain your talent gauge. And if it drains your talent gauge and then proceeds to use its mind-reading aura, you can neither hit it nor purge it, and it can be quite a pain. You can still use chain attacks to bypass it. But this can still be a bit awkward because obviously chain attacks are built up by hitting it. And if it evades the effects of skills as well, so we just don't get any chain gauge. You will see it in a second use its healing aura. Or actually no, that's what the giant green numbers are, is its healing aura in effect, and you can see by it ticking over 5,000 every few seconds. This thing has a hell of a lot of health. It's another thing I like about this game. Normally in Final Fantasies, you know, you do start off, because that's the main series I've played, you do start off doing say 10-15 damage a turn, and then by the end of the game you are doing 10,000 or so, and that is quite cool. But I do like the fact in this one that a lot earlier on you are doing chunks of thousands of damage, and your chains by the end of the game end up going into the hundreds of thousands. Even more if you end up doing a lot of the bonus endgame content. The cutscene partway through the battle is actually triggered by people being wiped out in your party. Obviously you have to do a certain amount of damage. If you run in and die straight away, it doesn't trigger the cutscene. It's a combination of both. But I didn't realise that. I'd completely forgotten about it. I was like, don't die, don't die, don't die. I don't want to do this fight again. And it just means everything goes on like a minute or two longer than it should do in both sections. The Telethia actually has two skills as well that put everyone to sleep. There's one that does it in an area of effect and one that will do it to a particular person. There's a number of things like sleep, you know, confusion, being toppled ourselves and so on. If you run up to your party members, you can recover them, and this both gets rid of the status effect and makes everyone friendlier to each other. So if someone gets confused and you run up to them and slap them, they like you more, basically. I like that in this game because obviously there are no items and so on for in battles. It just means, you know, you continuing to pay attention to what everyone's doing in battle is how you heal people and fix a situation. Also, the lack of items in this game means that fights like this, where I've accidentally prolonged it by not dying when it wants me to, you don't just get completely wiped out and become a bit rubbish at the end, say in games where you run out of mana or items or casts of spells and so on as a fight goes on. On this one you can keep going. So if you ever get the tactics set up and you are happy to sit there and do something through attrition, or you make a mistake that puts you back quite a way, but you are happy to sit there and fight back through it to get back to where you were, you can. You are not limited by something outside of how well you're playing and whether or not you want to restart the fight. This team is actually a bit of a gamble, because we only have one healing spell between the three of us, and it's really not a great one. Shulk's heal is useful, but it's really not very powerful. We still would never need to use Sharla, because now we have Melia and Riki sitting on the backbench. They each have healing spells themselves. Melia actually has a regen skill, and Riki has a healing. It's kind of like an area of effect type. So if you do find yourself playing this and doing this fight and you do need the extra healing, you want to try working out one of those guys rather than bringing Sharla in, because in this one you still really do need to put out that damage, especially if it manages to cast its super aura more than once. It's really not a fight where you should need the healing enough for it to be worth trading off the damage. If you do need that much healing, then you're probably a bit underprepared. One of the good things as well is if everyone's tension goes down, you can basically run up to them and Shulk just goes, woohoo! And everyone punches the air and bro fists and stuff, and then people's tension kind of picks up again, which is quite good. In this fight, those attacks you see that are cropping up in the top are obviously ones that we could block with the shield skill, but I didn't think it was worth it compared to having the purge available. But ladies and gentlemen, finally got here, and I finally kicked the shit out of it.
Electric backbust! Get upright! Okay guys, now we're pulling together. So this is what teamwork is. Electric backbust! Need this! Ricky!
Now! Dumban!
Bites on this!
Now, Melia! Finish him!
Brilliant thinking. Even though the Telethia can absorb large amounts of ether energy and regenerate at an incredible rate, absorbing so much energy caused it to implode.
Who would have thought? Brute force wins again. Nothing like an old-fashioned scrap. Dixon would have been proud.
It was the only way I could think of. If there had been another way...
Don't listen to Dunban. Soon you and that Monado will be unstoppable.
It's like a Tefra cave. It was almost natural, instinctive. The Monado responded to me, and I harnessed a new power.
You'll get your chance, Shulk. We'll turn that face mech on into scrap.
I know. That's what keeps me going.
Hogard, Garin, Damil Aizel. Are you there? I did it. It's dead. Did you see? I thank you for your aid in my cause. Justice has been served.
You're welcome. Besides, it was mostly you.
Dino Beast! Hereupon Ricky ready for round 2! Hey! A fight over already? No, Ricky not no!
I'm afraid it's all finished.
We couldn't have done it without you, brave little hereupon.
Ricky brave! Ryan also a little brave. Ricky happy?
Hereupon Ricky, be proud! Hereupon Ricky, tough guy!
Hereupon Ricky, bestest!
Look at him. Barely hit a toe and he gets all the praise.
Let him have his glory. A few days ago, the villagers wouldn't give him the time of day. Besides, won't you miss him just a little bit?
Chief Dunga, Ricky beat Dino Beast. Does Ricky still have debt?
No, Ricky, your debts are repaid. However, while you were gone, your little pawns ate like ravenous Oluga. It set Chief Dunga back quite a bit. No pawn, no frontier village. A new prophecy has been told. Our hereupon, slayer of Dino Beast, will further his legend by accompanying the hum-hum on their travels and bringing peace to the lands of Bionis.
Ricky never hear this.
It was prophesied many years ago.
Chief lying. Chief make a prophecy 1 minute ago. Oh, Ricky mad.
Ricky, go with these people. For the sake of the village, you must go. My instinct is never wrong. Do not worry, Ricky. Your little ponds will be taken care of.
Dadapon stomach rumble. Dadapon need food. Dadapon need food now.
Dada? Ricky, what on Bionis is going on?
Friends, meet Ricky, Wifey Pon, and Little Pon.
You have got to be joking.
Wife and children. Ricky, how old are you?
Ricky have 40 years. Oh, friends look puzzled.
Not puzzled, just surprised.
Ricky! Oka borrow monies for Little Pond's food. Chief Danga know best. Ricky must work for Little Ponds to have good life.
Ricky will. Okay, Oka. Ricky, happy to join friends.
Ryan happy too. Come on, Furball.